What's happening, folks? It's Rob Z, and had something happen last week I thought you might enjoy or not, but I'm going to share with you anyway. I got fired last week, and it was awesome. Here's why. I had a client I was working with for well over a year, almost a year and a half. And when we started working together, she needed a lot of help with clarification. She needed a lot of help on decision making. One of the things she struggled with was, I have so many decisions that I have to make all day, every day in my business, and I don't know what the right one is to get me where I want to go. And then so we started working on that, and then she had a lot of disruptions and distractions, and then unfortunately she had a family member pass away a couple months in, so that paused it for a while. And she was looking for a partner, right? She was single, and she wanted somebody in her life. And so we've been working together, and we're having a blast. Like, this isn't one of those I got fired because we didn't like working together. We had an absolute blast working together. And what was interesting was last week we had a conversation, and it went kind of like this. It kind of went, well, what's going on? She said, well, I don't know what to do. So well, it's like being back at square one. We struggle with decisions. What's going on? She goes, well, I just got married. Like, that's awesome. Like, we follow each other on social, so I knew anyway. So quick, like, got engaged on a Friday, was married the 7 days later on Friday, or maybe it was Saturday. It was 8. I don't know. I said, well, you took a week off. She goes, yeah. And what's going on with the business? She goes, oh, I got, the team's running the show. They're doing a really good job running the show. I'm like, well, what about your kids? She'd come to me wanting to know, like, how to help her kids be more self-sufficient. She's like, oh no, kids actually coordinated the whole wedding for us. I'm like, oh my gosh. And what else? She goes, well, it was a pretty big decision I need to make, and it was really easy to make that decision. I said, that's awesome. I said, I got to tell you, I think it's time for you to fire me. And we both had that quiet, a couple seconds of quiet. She goes, yeah, I think so too. I said, I know why. Do you know why? She goes, no. I said, well, here's why. You are living your ideal life. See, one of the things we had worked on months ago was creating a clear picture for her vision, the vision she had for her ideal life. And what was interesting was, here's some of the highlights. I'm going to keep it confidential, but some of the highlights were, I want to be able to make better decisions faster. I want to know that everything I do is working towards a bigger purpose. In an ideal world, I've got a team that's running the show in my office, whether I'm in the office or not. She said, I really want to help my kids become more self-sufficient, personally and professionally. She said, I'd love to take more time off unapologetically, and man, I would love to have somebody in my life that I could share my life with. I said, I don't know if you realize that, but you're absolutely living your vision for your ideal life. And she's like, yeah, you're fired. So I got to tell you, stories like that make it awesome. I love getting fired in that regard, because one of the things I tell people when we start working together is, at some point we're going to make a decision to no longer work together. And when that day happens, it's an amazing day, because that means that we've had a conversation, and together we agree that you've got a toolbox full of tools that are going to help you continue to live your level of success, achievement, joy, enthusiasm, whether I'm directly in your corner or not. So we agreed that she should fire me. And I got to tell you, it's been an amazing week. And I'm so excited for this client that she has got everything going her way that she wants to. We got her as far as we could. She came to me with some questions. She came to me with some specifics. We got them addressed, and she's moving on, and I'm so pumped for her. So listen, I don't know when the last time was that you fired somebody enthusiastically, but I'd love to get fired by you. So if that sounds of interest to you, give me a shout. Connect with me. Go down. All my contact information is going to be below. Set up a time to chat, and let's talk about what you've got going on and how I might help you get to a point where you can fire me. All right, I'll look forward to catching up with you soon. Make it a great rest of your day.